Hi, hello. My name is Marcin, and yeah, here I am. This is my second video here on YouTube, and I just wanna talk to you today about a few topics. First and foremost, thank you to those who watched my previous video. It was quite anxious for me to first time to start recording myself and put myself out there on YouTube, and thank you for those who watched and accepted me. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. My first question that I'm asking myself while recording this is why am I doing it? What for? What does it serve? And this might be quite hard to accept, but I'm almost 3 years after my spiritual awakening, and I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, reading a lot of articles, a lot of knowledge that was put out on the internet, in the books, and I was learning. I was developing myself both spiritually and mentally, emotionally, I hope. But many things that I experienced, I haven't found anyone talking about those. So I thought maybe this could be a shared experience to talk about it and to share it with you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are some people that went through the similar things. I'm curious, yeah. But today I wanna tell you a little story from what happened to me 2 years ago. It was something like half a year after initial awakening that I started experiencing all the visions, feeling energies, hearing stuff, and I went through the dark night of the soul many times, and this is the thing that I guess many of us share. But I had this urge in me that maybe I should find someone who could guide me through these experiences, someone who've been through these things. And I just started looking on the Facebook, on the internet, and what popped out was information about event that is starting near me, and it was from a guy who claimed to be a druid, and he is a druid. Okay, let's be honest. He does some pagan rituals for individuals and for the masses in near vicinity where I live. So it was nice to find someone who is living the spiritual life intensely. And he put out the information that he's starting curse, not the cursing someone, but lessons, private lessons for anyone who also would love to become a druid. and I felt that this is not my path, but I needed someone who could share some knowledge with me. So I volunteered. I went to this guy, and just started learning about all the Celtic rituals, Celtic history of how pagan druids worked, all the rituals that they were doing, and after each lesson, that there were a time that we were just sitting and talking, having a drink, maybe not water, but something stronger, but. Yeah, it was a good time. However, guy was acting weird. Let's be honest. Weird meaning that he was not. He would. It felt like he was absent. Like he was very much not grounded here in this reality. Like he was always with his mind in a cloud, that he was absent, like he wasn't even noticing people around him, but he was talking normally. And one time I asked him, okay, what's all about? Why he's acting so weird? And he told me straight and forward that just he's going through shamanic sickness, and that's simply why, that he's feeling bad, that his head aches, that his stomach aches, and it's hard for him to just be. That is hard for him to exist. At least this is how I understood what he was saying. And not long after this, I started feeling the same. That I felt this strange pressure in my stomach, and I was feeling like, do you know this feeling that when you leave a meal on a side and it starts rotting and smelling weirdly? This is what I started to feel in myself as well, and at the time I started to see one ghost, and this ghost, I think that this is not the right word for this being that I've seen, because up to this point I started seeing ghosts normally in my normal life, in my room, in my house, on the streets, and to me it always felt like they are very much not. They are shadows of the previous person that they were. So that this is not just a soul that died and stayed in here on earth, but it felt like something died and went further, and something stayed, like a shadow of a being. And this is how I view ghost. And while I started having those aches in my stomach, I started seeing the ghost, Wraith maybe, in my house, that wasn't acting like the previous ghost that I described. It seemed like it had its own intelligence, like it had its own agenda, and I started talking to it, and it turned out that this ghost, from what I've heard from it, so I'm always skeptical, even for experiences like this. It claimed that it's a spirit of a shaman, and it came to me to teach me to helped me pass through certain parts of ascension journey, so to speak, and yeah, I felt like it was doing something to my body, that is started changing inside, not the physical body, of course. And actually, I have one funny story that at the time I went to the grocery store to do some shopping, and I've heard his voice that he wanted some food as well. And I asked him what does he need, what does he want, and said that he just wanted some meat. So, I've never been a religious person before. I've never been doing any rituals or any of offerings to the spirits, to the ghosts, to any of the beings. So it was a first to me. But I did my groceries. I bought some meat, but okay, this is funny. I had this notion that I don't want to buy meat and let it outside to rot. I wanted it to serve something, to make something of it. So I made a chicken stock soup, and I took all the fluid. I ate it, and all the remains of the vegetables, all the meat I left outside as a offering, not to get something, but just as a way to say thank you, as a way to also show gratitude. And yeah, because what I believe in is this rule of reciprocity. Whoever I deal with, is it with a person, is it with some being that I see or feel? So I felt this urge just to to pay back as well. And yeah. But where I'm going with this story is that when I was going to these lessons to the druid, when my aches in my stomach started happening, I asked this druid okay, what is happening? How could you explain it? And what do you see? And what he did is he went to the kitchen. He took matches. He started the fire, took the match, and looked at me through this fire. And after a minute or so, he told me that what he saw is that that I have some kind of being attached to myself, and from what he saw, it is a ghost of some kind of ancestor, and that's all. So I'm not sure it was some kind of my ancestor, some kind of grandfather of mine who was a shaman or what. But this is what he told me, and at the same time he told me that he saw that I have some impurities in me, that I have other sicknesses, other issues in my body. And he told me that he sees some darkness, some kind, you could say, particles, some kind of little bit shadow bits in my stomach and in my lungs. And at the time, I thought that, yeah, that's probably true. That in my stomach, these impurities could come from eating not so great stuff, fast foods, some fat meats and other things, and in my lungs, these impurities could come from smoking, because unfortunately, yeah, I'm a smoker. So it all made sense. It's okay. I've got those. It's nothing important with these things. Yeah, and I left it there. I did nothing to it. I didn't went out to seek any medical help or some shamans or druids to help me heal it. I don't know why. I just left it because I felt this is not standing on my journey. So at that time, I continued my work on my chakras, on myself to heal all those traumas or problems that I saw, that I felt, that were stored in all the chakras at the time. Yeah, and actually, this is what I wanted to talk about today, because I'm not entirely sure what this black spots, what this sickness was. What I know is that I get rid of those as for right now, and I wanted to ask maybe anyone who's watching this that maybe had the same experience or experiences, because later, somewhat half a year, 6 months, 7 months after those encounters, I started feeling that something is changing in me. And while I was working on myself, while I was meditating, if I felt like I was releasing some old stuff, some old traumas, old issues, I was feeling like a dark black bubble is bursting. Like I don't know how it's called in English, that bubbles that make our lungs when you're running, when you're having a physical exercises. Sometimes you could feel this bubbles pop opening, right? So it felt similarly. However, to me it felt like personal traumas were from childhood, from 10 years ago, from 5 years ago. I need a break. Wait a second. Okay, I'm back. I needed to take a little break. But yeah, I wanted to continue on the story on these black bubbles, because what I came to believe is that during your life, your every hardship, every trauma, every maybe not sin, maybe not mistake, but every tough experience, when it's internalized, I guess you could say, for me, that this is how I saw it. It's condensing itself in a body as this dark black bubble of dark energy. So yeah, year ago it started. These bubbles, for me at least, they started popping whenever I was doing my work on myself, whenever I achieved, you could say, another stage of personal development, of ascension. I felt like every little success, it was like a little pop. And yeah, I've never heard anyone talking about these things, so that's why I wanted to share it with you, because yeah, and the way I try to understand it, how this all works, is that at first, after awakening, working on chakras, I was working on energetic body, and these bubbles are like the same impurities, but in an etheric body. This is how I came to understand it, and I haven't heard much on YouTube, on the internet, how if anyone has also worked as well on this. And for me, this is important because this little fly, I got it, I think. Let's see. Because I believe that yeah, when it comes to spirituality, it answers a lot of questions about life. What's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of own individual life? What to do? And I believe that yeah, the aim of the individual should be to purify oneself, to purify this energetic body, astral body, etheric body, to become you could say empty of all these issues, to become a vessel for a spirit to work through and to do some good in this world. So yeah, I guess this is the end of the story time for today. Let me know what do you think of it, and what I would love to do it's tell a lot of more stories like this, maybe in a better manner. Yeah, maybe next time I do some tarot card reading, because as I see it, time for today is running out. So yeah, thank you again for listening, and have a nice day.